Hey, what's up, everybody? It's William from Before the Billions, back with another video. So I was watching Jason Black from The Business. He was going over a subject titled "Studies Show Women Now Being Required to Outwork Men," and from that topic, it spiraled into talking about how college is overrated. And I wanted to respond to specifically that comment, and also one of the callers who called in who has a master's degree in cybersecurity and is studying to get their certification, but is still having trouble getting their foot in the door. So I want to go ahead and discuss what is going on in this video. Please go ahead and leave a like down below in the comments if you enjoy this type of content, and I would really appreciate it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello, Jason. My name is Chaz. I'm 27 years old. I'm currently studying for my Security Plus exam right now while I'm listening to your show. But I recently just graduated with my master's in cybersecurity. I know you just said degrees are overrated. I'm actually kind of figuring that out myself right now, as the job market is crap and they're not really accepting they're not really accepting degrees. My question for you today is someone asked myself who's trying to get into cybersecurity tech, what other certifications should I really focus on, and what should I focus on in getting my foot in the door?
Yeah, I mean, we've done a couple of IT courses here. I think one of them's here on YouTube. The other one's on my Patreon. So we did about 3-4 hours each on those. We went into withering detail on them. So definitely you can look it up here on my YouTube channel here on The Business. We did the IT workshop already. If you're a member of my Patreon, there's also another one that we did over there. So those two we've already done. Covers every single conceivable possible question you could think of in exhaustive detail. So definitely it'll help you to settle down on what it is, because there's not a specific answer to your question. Just like everything else with IT is a network umbrella term. So it's really about narrowing down which avenue that you're most comfortable with starting in, though the most important thing is starting. But definitely I could answer the question right now, but we've covered this on the workshop, so just look it up here on the YouTube channel. It's got a search option on the channel for that, so go ahead and look that up, and you should be able to. That'll be a good start there. And if you're a member of the Patreon, check that out as well.
Thank you. How much is your Patreon cost?
You can go over there and look on the website. It's got various levels for it there, but definitely go ahead and take a look at it. It's a cup of coffee. Thank you very much for giving us a call tonight. I mean, it's a cup of coffee at Starbucks, but.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's go over some of the highlights from what the young guy was talking about. Well, he's 27. I'm 28 right now, so we're pretty much the same age. So he said that he has a master's degree in cybersecurity and is studying currently for his CompTIA Security Plus certification. And he is having still a hard time finding jobs, but then also says that jobs are not accepting degrees, which is completely false. Degrees are essentially preferred. What I believe is actually going on is a resume issue. And if I was Jason, I probably would have tried to actually help him to see where he actually was in his job applying process, or his trying to get into the career. He said, yeah, starting is the most important part, which is very true. Starting your career is the first step, and also the most important part in your career. But one of the issues that he does not bring up is, hey, are you networking with people? Did you have any internships when you were in undergrad? You made it all the way through to the master's degree, but didn't have a job already, in in cybersecurity or in some sort of computer science related field. Why would you go into just straight academia? And then I think this is what the disservice is in college, or this is the disservice that people are doing, especially with some of these platforms, is that we're not over here discussing like, hey, why did you even pay for a master's degree in cybersecurity out of your own pocket? You should have gotten your bachelor's degree and then gone into the workforce, and then your job would have paid for your master's degree. So that way, not only do you have a job, you're starting your career, and then also now your career or your job is paying for more of your education. So it doesn't really make much sense to say that jobs are not accepting degrees. It couldn't be further from the truth, especially in cybersecurity. That, in my own opinion, would be more important than getting a certification, right? Because a certification is nice, but think about how many people actually have no degree and no certification, all applying for that same job. So if you have 100 people applying for a job in cybersecurity, there's just 100. And how can one recruiter be able to go through 100 people who apply? There has to be something to weed people out, which in most cases is a college degree. I recently did a mock interview with a hiring manager in cybersecurity, a cybersecurity hiring manager for one of the top consulting firms. And he said that the people who come to interview with him, who go through his desk, are people who are new to the industry, starting their career, or transitioning from a different career. And let me actually share myself. So they are transitioning or already are starting their career, but every single person has a degree. Like, there's not a single person that comes through that does not have a degree already. So the people in HR are trying to weed out a lot of people, because there's no way you can interview 100 people and set up the time and all this and that. And then how do you even know if somebody is competent or not? And what's going on with him is that he probably has gotten a lot of debt that he could have had paid off through a job to pay it off for him. And what he's doing is he is getting the CompTIA Security Plus certification when you could have already been starting a job. You could have got a help desk job, or you could have got a job working in the SOC or the Security Operations Center. There's a lot of different jobs you could have got in cybersecurity that would have helped you to get tuition reimbursement, and you could have got your degree. So essentially, and then I would suggest, if you're going to college, look at the career services department that they have there, because the career services department would then help you to understand what you should put on your resume, and will help you to troubleshoot and figure out what works for you in your resume, so that way you can get a job. I used to work in career services department at Georgia State University, so I'm very familiar with the processes. They have mock interviews, professional services like photography for your LinkedIn profile, help you with your LinkedIn, help you with your dress code, giving you free clothes so that way you can dress professionally. There's a lot of different benefits to utilizing your college's career services department, because you pay for it anyway. You sat there and got into all this debt. You paid for the services to be able to get more professional help, and you would have been straight with getting a job. Now, talking about the part about how college, he believes that college is overrated. I believe that college is not overrated. I think college is one of those things where it is a pretty much a privilege. it is a good thing that college is there for people to be able to get more education. A lot of the time, college is the only place where you can go and you'll have people around the same age as you, who have similar goals in life, and also where you can build your network. And a lot of the other people who are getting college degrees are going to be professionals as well in the industry, who can then help you out with getting a position. In addition to that, internships are pretty much completely geared towards people who have who are going through undergraduate degrees. So internships help give you real world experience, so that way you can then leverage that to be able to get your first job, and you can put that on your resume. So you can essentially, what you can do is you can go to college, go to your career services department that you pay for, ask them to help you get your resume together. Go on Handshake, which is what I used back in college, and be able to apply for internships that are only available for college students, and then get an internship. Then from that internship, get a job. And then if you want to get, upskill yourself by getting the CompTIA Security Plus, or going to get your master's degree, which can be paid for by the job because they have tuition reimbursement, but then also they have other services that a job will provide, such as upskilling, and they'll reimburse you for getting your certification. So I think that he's doing it wrong. I think that he should have utilized some of the services that his college provided, but he probably didn't have the guidance that at the time, so that way he could have utilized it. And then Jason doesn't bring up any of these points of all the benefits college provides, but calls it overrated and not needed. So that being said, guys, if you enjoyed this type of content, please leave a like down below. And then also please leave a comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And then also hit that bell notification icon if you want to be notified whenever I make new videos on YouTube. Also, guys, down below in the description, there is a link to the Discord. I would appreciate it if you guys go ahead and click it and join, so that way you can speak with me or anybody else within the BTB squad. I would really appreciate it. All right, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Y'all have a good night.